What's up guys? This is Dave from Crux Motorsports. We're going to be showing you today how to apply our lower tail lamp chrome delete on this Jeep Grand Cherokee. This will work on the models that do not have the chrome as well. Some of them have I've seen gloss black versions, and I've also seen like a matte version. So if you are purchasing the upper tail lamp kit and you want to match the outer ring to this lower piece, if you do have a vehicle that has a different lower trim that's not chrome, you could go ahead and purchase this product to match both together. So this is a dry application, no need for a slip solution. The tools you're going to be needing for today are a heat gun and a squeegee and possibly one of these little guys. It's a tuck tool. If you don't have any of these, they're available on our website as well. And prior to installation, obviously wash the vehicle, at least in this area. Make sure everything's dried off, and then right before installing, you could wipe down the surface with rubbing alcohol and a microfiber. Make sure you're getting in these cracks, the top and the bottom, as well as this crack, and then on these edges. If dirt does collect, it will collect in there. And this overlay does push down into these cracks. So you want to make sure that the surface is clean in order to promote the optimal adhesion here. So I'm going to start on the hatch portion first. When I grab the correct items. I have the passenger side. Hang on one second. All right, I'm gonna start on this one first, and then we'll do this side. So I apologize, I'm gonna do the video a little bit here, but I will try to keep myself out as much as I can. So when you are ready to apply, just go ahead and peel your decal off the backing paper. You're shooting for alignment right here in this corner. You want the overlay to slightly go past where that chrome is, just because, like I said, we are going to be pushing this down into that gap. So you just want to make sure you have a little bit of extra coverage there. And this is a repositionable vinyl, so if you do get something messed up on this alignment here, you can pull it back up and try again. I do not recommend doing this, like going and working the film completely down at first. Just go incrementally every, maybe inch or so, and press it down. That way, if you do need to pull it back up, you can do so. Same thing at the top. We're covering, making sure you're leaving a little bit of overhang so you could wrap it down into that section, that recess. So once you have all that put down, you can go ahead and start to work the film outwards. And for this, you just want to make this like arc sweeping motion with your fingertips. Then if you're lying correctly, you'll see that this is going to be a little bit over that gap as well, because we'll push it down into that gap. And work this all the way out to where it transitions and starts to go in that direction. And you can work down this bottom portion as well. And then work it down underneath. If you do end up getting a crease in the film, you can pull it back up, but I do recommend just working slower. And if you use this kind of method, sort of to tap it down, you're not going to run the risk of grabbing the film and sort of like, if it's not all the way down and you're pulling, you could actually stretch the film as you're doing that and create a crease. So you don't have to go as fast as I'm going. Obviously, the slower you do this process, the better result you're gonna get, especially if you don't have any experience with doing vinyl initially. So now we're all aligned to where we need to be. We can start to heat this area a little bit to work this down that direction. And then you're gonna heat on these cracks and just use your squeegee to push it into the crack, upper, underneath, this crack, that crack, all the cracks. So it's gonna get loud here for a second, but I'll show you that. Same thing on the sides, you just wanna work a little bit down at a time. Then once you get to a certain point, you can use the squeegee to tuck the rest of the material into that gap. Same thing on the bottom, just heat it a little bit. Work down with the squeegee. And this top, same thing. I like to use the squeegee and sort of get it pressed in and then just roll it all the way down. It's a little bit weird in this section. So if you heat it, you can get it started. You don't have to apply too much pressure on here. Same concept of this, like slower passes are better, because then you reduce the risk of getting anything bunched up. Actually, this tuck tool comes in real handy in this section, and then as you see, I was using it down there as well. On this intersection, this portion is going to probably be the hardest. So if you just heat that, if you hit it with your thumb a little bit, you could get it to start to work down into that crack. Come back with a little bit more heat. And finally, you could hit these ends. can go in and trim on this if you want to. It's not like super visible, so from the exterior. But so that's the one side. Now you do want to go back over this with the heat and sort of just press everything down again. If you do have a bubble, you know, some trapped air in there, it's going to pop up at that time. So just quick pass over the entire thing with heat, press it down again, check your edges, make sure everything is pressed down, and you're good to go on that. On this quarter panel, we're going to start the alignment in this corner as well, and then I work in that direction first. So pull your film off the backing paper. Get that alignment in the corner. Once you got that on, you just want to make sure that you have enough coverage bottom and side. We're good there. And then sort of keep this film aligned at the top. So you get that coverage. Make sure you drop your squeegee too. That's always a good thing to do. So now that you got that alignment all taken care of, you can go ahead and start to press down this film. So I do have a crease that I got right here, so just gradually pull up the film to get to that crease. Now you can go ahead and work that back down. So if you do notice here, I got some more hard fingers popping up, so that I am going to heat a little bit when I pulled this film up to expose this section, so I can press that back down. Actually stretch the film a little bit. That's why I tell you to press down with your fingertips, so if you need to pop it back up, you can do so like that instead of having to pull it back up. When you actually pull it back up, that is when you are stretching the film. So keep that in mind. But this film is very forgiving, so something like that is fixable. Just takes a little bit more time. So let's start with that section and get that seated correctly. Just heat it a little bit. You go ahead and just work it down with your fingertip. So here I'm actually up a little bit too high. So I have that coverage. It's one thing that you want to make sure too. So it's sort of hard to tell from this angle at least, but the reflection off of the clear portion sort of throws you off a little bit to where you think you have the chrome exposed, but you really don't. So like the other one, we're gonna work down those cracks next. Same thing with this, you just sort of work it down as you go. I'm just using the corner of the squeegee to get in there, it's a little bit easier. So this is the gloss black film that we installed. I don't know if I said that at first in the video. If you're interested in this product, it is available in the video description below. And if you have any questions on installation, feel free to reach out. This is going to match the upper kit, which if you check out the next video, I'm going to be showing that as well. So it's nice to be able to match those two films if you do have this lower chrome. Some models have it, some don't. Like I said, the other models have the different variations of the black finishes, but regardless of what you got down there, this kit will work on it. So if you do want to match both, make sure you check that out. We do have this available in a handful of other colors. Some of the product imagery is listed on the website, so you can see it in the different finishes. If you are interested, like I said, the link is in the video description below, and thanks for watching.